Can you wave? Can you wave to the camera?
Hi, I'm Alyson Stoner, and I'm 8 years old, and I'm auditioning for the part of Eloise.
You know, I have this strange responsibility and platform, and I always try to use it positively.
Alyson Stoner danced her way into our hearts in the music video for Missy Elliott's Work It, but now this child star is all grown up and she's still got those awesome moves. Watching Alyson perform at the 2019 VMAs was definitely a blast from the past, especially for those of us who have been Missy Elliott fans since way back when. If you didn't recognize Alyson at first glance, we don't blame you, since she was only 9 years old when she first appeared in the iconic music video for Work It. She very nearly missed out on the audition to attend her sister's scrimmage, but when the event was cancelled at the last minute, Alyson went in for the audition and nailed it. But apparently the choreography really stuck with her, since Alyson says she only had a day's notice about taking the stage at the VMAs. If you cringe thinking about sweet little 9-year-old Alyson dancing to Work It, don't worry, she says an edited version of the song was used during filmmaking and she had no clue what the song was about until years later. Thank goodness for that, at least, because according to Alyson, being a child star was already tough enough. In addition to dancing, Alyson appeared in shows like The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, That's So Raven, and Drake and Josh. She's also been in movies including Cheaper by the Dozen 1 and 2 and Step Up. Alyson has also lent her voice to tons of projects, including many games in the Kingdom Hearts franchise, the show Phineas and Ferb, and Milo Murphy's Law. She's learned a lot about performing, dancing, and voice acting, but not all of her lessons have been so uplifting. According to Alyson, a big part of being an actor is learning how to put your own personal needs last. Hey, the show must go on, but that's little comfort to a small child. Alyson learned that even if she was exhausted and in tears, she had to push through and get the job done. While this might sound inspiring at first, it's a process she found extremely demoralizing, so much so that became a second nature for her to put the needs of others above her own. Not only was this experience painful, but it was also incredibly isolating, because she was considered a prolific child star. Early on, she had trouble relating to kids her own age who in show business, and as far as her fellow child stars, they were always being pitted against each other for roles and salaries, which made it hard to make friends. She became used to people seeing her as a way to make money, so she started being suspicious about the agenda of everyone who interacted with her. Being a child star gave Alyson serious trust issues that followed her well into adulthood. Alyson said she became codependent with her family, and the dynamic put a tremendous amount of strain on her. In retrospect, she's called child stardom weird and unhealthy. She also described herself as a pack mule responsible for carrying her family's burden. Even before she appeared in the music video for Work It, Alyson's career was affecting her health. At age 6, she was so stressed out that she started losing her hair, as well as experiencing more serious symptoms like heart palpitations and seizures. When she got older, Alyson developed eating disorders, including anorexia nervosa, exercise bulimia, and binge eating disorder. Instead of realizing she needed help, the people around her praised Alyson for her perceived dedication to her career, as if getting professional help isn't hard enough already. Alyson had a lot working against her. Contracts put her on such a tight schedule that she had zero time to attend to her rapidly dwindling mental or physical health. She put her hospitalization on hold in order to work on projects, even when she became too weak to read lines. At the worst point, Alyson was taking in about 700 calories per day and working it off with 2 to 8 hours of intense exercise. She was sacrificing her health for her job, and eventually Alyson realized this wasn't a trade-off she was willing to make. Most people think going to rehab is a low point, but for Alyson, it was a definite catalyst for change. She was able to get treatment for her eating disorders as well as her struggles with anxiety and OCD tendencies. But don't be fooled into thinking Alyson has been defeated by her past. She has her eyes wide open about the entertainment industry, and she's ready to make a change. Her song Stripped Bare might sound somber, but Alyson says it's more of an anthem. Although she declines to go into details, Alyson claims she's been taken advantage of since she was a kid by the people who were supposed to protect her. Another song of hers, Fool, has a music video with a female love interest. That's not only is Alyson open about what it was like growing up in the entertainment industry, but she's open about her sexuality as well. In an article for Teen Vogue, she came out being attracted to men, women, and people who identify in other ways. Her song When It's Right was written about a woman she fell in love with, which is what prompted Alyson coming out. Alyson may have trust issues, but she now knows she can rely on herself, and she's managed to pinpoint things that helped her on her journey. In addition to taking a big step back, Alyson has also found joy in working for herself on her own projects. Besides her burgeoning music career, she's also working on a podcast called Simplexity Podcast, which debuts in fall 2019. It seems like Alyson is doing her best to shake off her difficult past and embrace a bright future. She's an advocate for working for yourself and also encourages studios to provide better resources for their stars. If Alyson had it her way, having mental health professionals on set would be mandatory and not an option. What do you think about Alyson Stoner? Does she have a point about how hard it is to be a child star? Let us know what you think in the comment section, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button to get access to all of the latest and greatest from Boom Bang. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.
Alyson, can you wave? Can you wave to the camera?
Hi, I'm Alyson Stoner, and I'm 8 years old. And I'm auditioning for the part of Elliot.
You know, I have this strange responsibility and platform, and I always try to use it positively.